All right, everybody. It's a midweek edition of It Was a Thing on TV Presents. It's Greg here with Mike for segment one. And Mike, as we're recording this, it's Valentine's Day. And what better way to spend Valentine's Day but being alone on a Saturday night through Zoom, watching NBA All-Star Saturday night on NBC in the Winter Olympics?
I turned off the NBA All-Star Saturday night. Just didn't do much for me. Lillard won the three-point competition, even though really Devin Booker choked it away. And then I saw the whatever the skill competition was, the shooting stars, and the Knicks team won that handily. That was very fun to watch, but I don't care about the slam dunk competition, anything else like that.
No. Well, it's been about a week and a half as you're listening to this right now. So I guess we got to bring it up since we didn't bring it up in the taping yesterday. We got to talk about Super Bowl LX.
That's 60 for you, people that don't know Roman numerals.
No. So what? It's 50 plus 10, right?
Yeah, 50 is L and then X is 10. And since the L is before the X, the bigger number is before the smaller number, you add.
Well, Mike, we kind of hoped it would happen, and our dreams came true as, boy, did the Seattle Seahawks make Drake May their you-know-what.
I had been saying since the matchup was finalized, there is no way in heck that New England was winning this. Statistically, the Patriots this year had one of the 5 weakest schedules in the Super Bowl era in the last 60 years, and specifically like the weakest, if not one of the weakest, in the last 25 years. They're smoke and mirrors.
And I gotta say, the weird-ass interception return for a touchdown on Drake May that looked like a fumble was like the funniest thing ever.
Was that by number 7 in Wosu?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good, yes. Oh, also, let's just get it out of the way. And Wosu wears number 7. Who wore number 7 last year for the Seahawks? Ha 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 ha.
Oh, yeah. He's in hell right now in Las Vegas. He's about to lose his job to Fernando Mendoza.
Slight upgrade for the Seahawks there in terms of number 7s. Sam Darnold was very good this year.
And let the record show, I never stopped believing in Sam Darnold, and you didn't either, Mike.
All he needed was the right system, a.k.a. get the hell out of New York.
Or for that matter, Carolina and Minnesota.
Well, Minnesota's fine. He had 13 wins last year with them. It's just Minnesota said, hey, we just used the first-round pick on J.J. McCarthy. How'd that work out for him? But yeah, we've seen that in the past where a player goes to a new format, a new team, and actually succeeds. You could look at about 8 years ago, Ryan Tannehill. He sucked with Miami, got out of Miami, had a number of good years with Tennessee. Nothing different here except Sam Darnold won a championship.
I find it crazy that Mike McDonald is younger than me, and he won a Super Bowl. I just can't accept that a coach younger than me has a Super Bowl championship as a coach.
Well, they're hiring kids nowadays as coaches, essentially. Think about Sean McVay. He was hired, about 10 years ago, 8 years ago? And I don't think he's still younger than you. He's probably like 39 or so, 39, 40.
When was Sean McVay born? Let me Google this. Sean McVay. Yeah, born January 24th of 86.
He's not even 40 yet. That's insane.
Well, he just turned 40.
Oh, you said January. I thought you said June. Okay. But still, barely 40. And he's been around for like 8 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mike, in...
He's doing the math in his head. Okay, I want to hear this.
In 2055, if Sean McVay is fortunate to live that long, on January 24th, 2055, he'll have a nice birthday.
He will, and he'll probably still be coaching at that point.
Oh, yeah. Well, If Pete Carroll can coach in his 70s and get fired, who knows what could happen for Sean McVay?
Yeah, I think he'll be in a better situation in terms of money, in terms of just overall success. He won't be desperate. I think once he hits, let's say 60, 65, he'll be fine.
Well, how are we feeling about the Winter Olympics, Mike?
The only thing I've seen is curling. This is my big sport every Winter Olympics. All I watch is curling. Nothing against the skaters, nothing against the skiers, nothing against the hockey teams, but curling is my jam.
I was watching the U.S. women's hockey game yesterday against Italy, and oh my God. Italy hung with them for most of the first period, and then it became a blowout. It was 6-0. I think Italy had like 7 or 8 shots on goal.
Yeah, I think it ended up being a 6-1 victory.
Let me look. I'm going to try to find the box score of the game. Okay, found it on ESPN.com, so let me let it load here. 6-0. Doesn't say anything about shots on goal, unfortunately, in the ESPN box score. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, I can total the shots for Italy. Okay, I got it in the box score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 6 shots on goal. They had the same number of shots on goal as the U.S. had goals in the game.
Well, I think that just shows how dominant the U.S. women are in that sport because, and I told you this earlier, it's going to either be Canada or United States winning gold. There's no way around that. One of them's definitely winning gold. One of them's definitely winning silver, unless we have a Miracle on Ice from like 46 years ago.
And hey, Mike, one of the players I found out from Scott Hansen on Gold Zone on Peacock is from Cleveland.
Yeah, and we're talking about Layla Edwards, who I think is the goalie. I may be wrong about that. Again, I haven't really paid much attention to the women's hockey or hockey in general, but her family is friends with not just a couple of friends of mine, but also at least one of my coworkers at my school.
She's the defenseman on the U.S. hockey. I guess in this case, we'd call her maybe a defense woman, maybe?
Maybe a defense person, but yeah, not defenseman, no.
She had a goal and an assist in the game.
She's a good player. There's been media about her, local media, on her for the last month and a half, I'd say. So yeah, they've really been boosting her up.
Okay, so let me look. The women are playing Sweden on Monday at 10:40 a.m. Then Canada's playing the Swiss at 3:10 p.m. on Monday.
Hey, Canada's got a loss. Wait, Canada's got a loss.
Yeah, it's to the U.S.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that they played us. Okay. But okay, Sweden is 5-0. Oh, that's going to be a matchup.
You know, those Swedes, they take hockey seriously, Mike.
Well, they do. I mean, how many Swedes are in the NHL? That's a rhetorical question because I know the answer is a lot.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite hockey players of all time is Henrik Lundqvist. He's Swedish. He won a gold medal for Sweden in 2006 in Torino.
Yeah, that'll be a good matchup. The Swedish women against the American women. And I'm going to guess, let's see here. That may be a preview of the gold medal game, possibly, or however they do that, because I'm guessing whoever wins Group A plays Group B, their winner. And since the USA and Canada are both in Group A, the USA is not going to face Canada in the gold medal game. I'm guessing it would be, at this point, Sweden or maybe Germany's 2-1-2 or 2-2 with one overtime win. So it's probably going to be US and Sweden unless Sweden beats the US, and I don't even know what the tiebreaker would necessarily be, if it would be goals or what have you.
Yeah, maybe.
So that'll be a fun game. And then that's also on President's Day, so no school, so no reason not to see it.
Oh, no. Well, as you know, Mike, I don't have any work this week, so.
You're very lucky.
I am indeed. Okay, well, I need to note that if my audio sounds a little better than it usually does, I should note this is the first thing I'm recording on Zoom on a computer that I got on Facebook Marketplace last week for $100. It's a Dell laptop, and I installed Linux on this laptop. I wanted to have like an experimental computer to play around with at work at my job. So I thought, I'll get Zorin OS. I'll install it on this Dell computer and I'll see how it goes. And it's been going pretty good for me so far. So,
Yeah, you sound great.
and you know what the best part is? There's a Plex app on here, so I can watch all my things on Plex. I can watch Korean baseball. I can watch episodes of Knots Landing. I can watch Major Arena Soccer on that one channel. Oh, it's fantastic.
I was hoping you were going to say also the new Liars Club on the Game TV Go channel.
Unfortunately, I don't think they're playing You Bet Your Ass at that time. Well, I wouldn't watch You Bet Your Ass at work. Are you kidding me?
But I'm just saying, I thought you just meant in general. I didn't think you meant when you're actually at work. Okay. But also, does that get you access to your Plex server, or is that a totally different deal?
It would give me access to my Plex server online, but my other computer is down, and that's where the server is.
Okay.
I wish I had the server. I'm planning for my birthday to get a NAS so I can store a server on that, and then I could just have all that through the server and I can access it at work. And I'm also trying to maybe play around and install a Jellyfin server on this computer I have here so I can use Jellyfin, which is kind of like a version of Plex that's free instead of having to pay for like a Plex Pass and whatever.
Got it. Okay.
So that's what's going on. I actually went to a place out in Comac today called Mr. Cheapo CD because they had a sale today. It was 15% off all CDs and DVDs used on Valentine's Day. So I cleaned up. I got like maybe about 15 DVDs and 5 CDs, all for under $90.
Dang.
Yeah. Let me see what I got here. I got this all in this bag here. Let me see if I got anything good in this bag. Look. This is stellar radio, folks. I probably got a bunch of these. Oh, okay. I have the Ultimate Collector's Edition of The Emperor's New Groove. And I always wanted this on DVD, but I never had the opportunity of getting it. I saw it. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting this. I think there's like a soundtrack CD here on the back here. And you know what the coolest part is? Because some of their price tags, I'm guessing this store goes on eBay to get some of their price tags. Because if you look closely here, because let me just turn the video off here and you can see this easily. If you look closely right here, this tag, oh God, I don't know if it's blurred or not.
I see bits and pieces. It's getting blurry, but yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Okay.
It's an Ames price tag.
Ames is still around?
No, they bought a bunch of Ames price tags for some reason. Maybe they were on eBay or something this store got. They got a bunch of those and they put them on the DVDs, the used DVDs, putting them out.
Okay, that's a little bit better idea than seeing companies using junk wax baseball cards as price tags. I don't even know the last time I have even thought of Ames. It's probably been legitimately 35 years. I don't think I've seen an Ames in this area since probably the early 90s, probably like 90 or 91.
Oh, I got on CD. I got VH1 Behind the Music, the Go-Go's collection.
Oh, little Belinda Carlisle action.
Oh, yeah. You see what's on here. We Got the Beat. Our Lips Are Sealed. A Vacation. Oh, the classics from the Go-Go's on here. I actually got from the VH1 Behind the Music CD set like a couple years ago at a thrift store for like $2.99. I got the Rick Springfield collection from that series.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah. All right. So what's going on, Mike, in your area right now? What's going on in Cleveland? Because I know everyone's excited about James Harden there.
I think that's a fair statement. A lot of people also were very disappointed that the Cavs traded away Darius Garland because he's been part of the team for 7 seasons now. But problem is, he's not that good. He's frequently not healthy. And actually, right about the time the trade happened, some numbers were dropped, and I thought these numbers totally justified the trade. This year with Darius Garland, the Cavs were a 500 team, 17-17, I think. Without him, including the James Harden era, they're like a 750 team. So obviously, the powers that be thought that Garland was a liability, and they brought Harden aboard. They've won all 3 games he played in thus far. And the Cavs, I think, are like 2 losses behind either the Knicks or the Celtics. I think it's the Knicks because they beat the Celtics earlier this week in a very good game. And I even told you that. They really impressed me when they played Boston. I think it was on Tuesday night. The Cavs are 1 game behind the Knicks and 2 games behind the Celtics in the loss column.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously now with the trade, they probably a strong favorite now in the East. Because I got to think what? The favorites in the East are what? The Knicks, the Pistons, and the Celtics and the Cavs?
Honestly, I wouldn't put the Pistons up there. 2 reasons. 1, they have no playoff experience. Absolutely none. They didn't make the playoffs last year. But also 2, their coach is J.B. Bickerstaff. I say this from experience. J.B. Bickerstaff folds up like a cheap suit in the playoffs. He cannot coach in the playoffs. The Cavs, they had Bickerstaff for 2 seasons as a playoff coach. The first season, I think they got booted in the second round. And the second season, I think they didn't even make it out of the first round. And this is a team with basically what you see now. Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, Darius Garland, obviously. But I just have no confidence in a J.B. Bickerstaff-led team, especially one with players who've never been in the playoffs. I seriously think it's probably going to be Knicks Cavs.
In the East?
Yeah, I don't have enough faith in the Celtics. They may get Tatum back before the playoffs, even though I think that's kind of doubtful. But I'm thinking it's Knicks and Cavs at this point. Even if Cleveland jumps up to 2, if the Knicks go down to 4, they could easily beat the Pistons. But if that 2-3 matchup is Knicks-Cavs in the second round, oh, that's going to be one hell of a series. And whoever wins that series is definitely coming out of the East for the finals.
And do we expect it's going to be OKC back in the finals?
No, I don't think so. Spurs. The Spurs have been like super hot recently, but also Oklahoma City has not been that good in like the last month and a half, because if you remember, they started the season off something ridiculous. I don't want to say 27-3, but they may have been their record. They had an absurd number of wins versus very few losses. And since that time, they're basically maybe slightly better than a 500 team. They are actually only up 3 games on the Spurs as of right now. The Spurs look really good. They're managing Wemby appropriately, not playing him too long, not overworking him, and just they've got so many good players. De'Aaron Fox, and they got Dylan Harper, who, just found out today, I didn't know Dylan Harper is Ron Harper's son.
Oh.
That was news to me, because in the, whatever the competition was, the shooting competition, Shooting Stars or whatnot, they had 4 different teams. One team was all Duke players. One team was New York Knicks players, past and present. I should say 2 current and 1 past for each of these teams. So like on the Duke team, you had Khan and Jalen Johnson and Corey Maggette. On the Knicks team, they had Allen Houston with Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson. And actually, the coach or the passer or whatever was Rick Brunson, Jalen Brunson's dad. The Harpers, they had Ron Harper Sr., Ron Harper Jr., and Dylan Harper. That's how I found out that Dylan Harper is related to Ron Harper, which put a smile on my face because Ron Harper, he was one of my favorite Cavs until, well, they did the Danny Ferry trade, and, well, the less said about that, the better. And then the fourth team, I don't even remember who the fourth team was, but they're really so bad that I'm glad I forgot about them because they're the first team up and they absolutely just sucked. They were bad. But yeah, the Spurs, Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox and Wemby, they got the pieces.
Yeah. I mean, it's been what? Let's see. The Spurs' last championship was 2014.
Yeah, I know they won in 07 because that's the first time the Cavs made the finals and they got swept by the Spurs. I'm pretty sure it's 14. I think it was right near, if not at the end of Tim Duncan's career.
That was the rematch against Miami. That was LeBron's last season in Miami before he went back to Cleveland. So, Mike, I got some breaking news. Well, breaking news to me. Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss has obtained an injunction for an extra year of eligibility at Ole Miss.
Good.
He had a good playoff run, Chambliss.
He absolutely did. And I don't see how this doesn't help his draft stocks because from what I heard this year, he probably would have been like a third or fourth round pick, a project type. I don't see how that hurts him unless, he has a catastrophic injury.
Oh, yeah, like a Jordan Travis situation.
Jordan Travis or Drew Aller, the quarterback from Penn State, who basically, might go in like third round this year. But given he had that injury, I don't think anybody's touching him at all.
And also, I think Joey Aguilar of the University of Tennessee is waiting on possibly getting another year of eligibility, which if Chambliss got the extra year of eligibility, I probably think he's going to get the extra year of eligibility.
I don't see why not. And actually, I just saw on ESPN that some linebacker, I want to say for Utah, he just got a 9th year of eligibility. 9 years. Well, I'm guessing, with COVID, that's at least a year, maybe even 2 years there. And maybe he had injuries somewhere. I mean, that's the only way I think you can add up to 9 unless somehow they give him credit as like a graduate student. I'm not really 100% sure as to all the details, but I did see, must have been like Wednesday or Thursday, that this person got a 9th year of eligibility.
That is 9 years of eligibility as a college player.
I'm trying to pull it up because, like I said, I did read this earlier this week. Problem is they only keep the top headlines on the main page. I think he was at Utah, so let me just check the Utah page really fast. Let's see. Teams. And again, fascinating conversation here. Okay, was it the Utah Utes? Let me see. Maybe it's like Utah State or something. It's not Utah, but like I said, he got a 9th year of eligibility. Maybe I should just put a Google search in here.
While you're doing that, I got something in the mail today. And I'd been waiting on this for I'd say about a good 2.5 to 3 months. Because during the college football season, I listen on the Varsity Network app through Learfield to the College Football Blitz. And they had said during the College Football Blitz, if you, while listening, tweet us or send us something on social media with your setup and how you're listening to it, we will send you a Sickos Committee koozie. So I sent on Blue Sky, I tagged the Varsity Network app on Blue Sky. I think Varsity Network or Sickos Committee, I'm not sure. But it waited 2.5 months for this, and it finally arrived today. The Sickos Committee koozie.
That's great.
And on the back it says, all football is good football, y'all.
That's not a wrong statement, though. All football is good football. And I've got a few koozies too. The thing is, I don't drink many cans of soda because unfortunately cans of soda are like $9 for a 12 pack. And I think that's ridiculous. But I've gotten a number of koozies just in like the last year or two. Got my Cavs / Great Lakes Beer Brewing Company koozie, which I got playing trivia last year, the official craft beer of the Cleveland Cavaliers. But also I've got a koozie for the Guardians in the living room. And what's the third one I have? I forget what it is, but I have a third koozie, and I don't use them all that often. Haven't bought any cans of soda in the new year, more because they're not on sale more than, I don't drink soda or anything like that.
I have right now in my whole can of Diet Coke the 2018 Winter Classic at Citi Field koozie.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Rangers and Sabres.
Very nice. I'm trying to think what the other koozie is that's in the living room. It may be like a Cleveland State koozie or something like that. Might as well get something since I paid them big bucks for so long.
I also got, I got some pair of koozies from Super Bowls 47 and 48. Now, of course, it makes sense because we covered 47 as an episode of It Was a Thing on TV. And of course, 48, the MetLife Super Bowl from the last time the Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
Well, I was going to say, that's the time that they beat the Patriots.
No, they beat the Broncos in that Super Bowl.
Oh, the Broncos. Oh, okay. I think I was thinking about the Malcolm Butler interception. That would have been 47, I believe, right?
49. 47 was Ravens 49ers.
Oh, the one where the power went out.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And we had to get our news from Steve Tasker for about 5-10 minutes as we covered on It Was a Thing on TV when we did that episode about it.
All right. I got details about the 9th year linebacker. I was close when I said Utah. It was University of Montana. University of Montana linebacker Solomon. Oh, good heavens. Tulia Upu. Yeah, or something like that. Was granted a rare 9th year of eligibility by the NCAA for the 2026-2027 season. Originally a 2018 USC recruit, he endured multiple season-ending foot and knee injuries. He transferred to Montana in 2025 and will play his second season there in 2026. The reason for the extra eligibility, he missed 5 full seasons due to injury.
What?
This is unfortunately Google AI saying this, but it says he missed 5 full seasons due to injury. Let me go to a more reputable source. Let me go to ESPN. Nothing against AI, but it's all totally against AI.
Say what you will about Google AI. They helped me when I had a problem with my computer the other day. So I had a problem where I somehow accidentally disabled my trackpad on this computer. So.
Oh, now, you see, I could have told you how to fix the trackpad because for some reason, all the computers at school, the laptops the students use, the trackpad disappears all the time. And they come to me, my trackpad disappeared. I can't find my mouse. And it's like, okay, don't worry. Calm down. I got it. 15, 20 seconds later, they're all fixed.
Yeah, it's easy for you, but this is a Linux computer. So it's like, how the hell am I going to figure out how to work it on a Linux?
Oh, that's right. You're using Linux. You're not using Windows. Okay. That's a totally different beast. Okay. So this Tulia Upu, he turns 26 in March. He was sidelined for his entire undergraduate campaign at USC after 2 seasons requiring injuries impacting his foot in 2018 and his knee in 2020. Tulia, whatever his name, Tulia Upu was sidelined by another injury in 2023, missed the whole season. He wrapped up his USC career in 2024, playing in 7 games for the Trojans before his season was cut short because of illness. He must be like the unluckiest player ever. Now I gotta see what his stats are. Is he actually like somebody who could be halfway decent if he played on a semi-frequent basis?
Well, how old is this guy? Is he like over the age of 40, like that one player from Lycum in college who got an NIL deal at 59 years old?
No, I said he's turning 26 next month.
Oh, I'd pay attention to that part.
Yeah. Little detail you missed there. Okay, it doesn't say how many games he played one. No, okay, this is number of tackles. He has 66 tackles in his career, 5.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Okay, I don't think he's going to be going pro after this season, especially for Montana. I don't think Montana is a hotbed for football players, for pro football players. Yeah.
Well, say what you will, but Montana State, they won the FCS championship this year.
Well, and also, I'm just taking a look. In the Big Sky is Sacramento State. Isn't the Sacramento State coach like one of those people we talked about? The former dancer on whatever it was? Or is that for basketball? Don't you remember?
Oh, yeah, MC Hammer, yes.
Yes. The MC Hammer backup dancer. Because I remember we talked about him. Well, not we. Santa talked about him. He gave him a gift right near the end of last year. But maybe, I think he was a basketball coach, not a football coach. Maybe he was a football coach. But regardless, we've got Sacramento State with that coach in some capacity, whether basketball, football.
He's going to probably dance in his parachute pants while coaching. It's going to be freaking fantastic. And, hopefully, because, Sacramento State, they're desperate to get into FBS. Maybe they'll somehow sneak into the Mountain West or something like North Dakota State.
Well, Sacramento State, their football team is in not the Mountain West, they're in the Big West, or the Big Sky Country, okay. Yeah, you never know.
Well, guess what, guys? Since you last recorded, Sacramento State is now going to be joining the MAC conference in the fall.
Okay, it has to be the basketball coach because the football coach is only 38 years old. Unless he was doing backup dancing for MC Hammer when he was 3.
Oh, that would have been something if MC Hammer had a 3-year-old backup dancer that could break dance.
I'd pay to see that. Oh my gosh.
Doing a dancing number while Too Legit to Quit's playing.
Oh my.
Okay, right now on NBC, they have women's skeleton on the Winter Olympics. And I love this. This is like luge, but instead of lying on your back, you're lying on your stomach.
Are you facing forward? No, you're not facing forward. Your head's all the way back, so you're... Wow. I'm sorry, that would scare the living stink out of me.
Oh, this is like, I would have loved this shit as a kid.
I can't see myself going down like 100 miles per hour without some sort of like severe padding or that just scares the stink out of me.
At least on a bobsled, you're kind of like well protected.
Well, yeah, on a bobsled, yeah, absolutely. But on like a luge or a skeleton sled, there's no protection. And I almost feel guilty saying this, but the SNL before the Olympics began, they did an ad, a fake ad for the Olympics. And they had, I do believe is either a luger or a skeleton skier or racer or whatever you want to call it. It was Jane Wickline.
Oh, God.
The joke was she was like scared to go down. She's like, oh, I mean, basically what I just said. Oh, I'm going down at 100 miles per hour and I have no protection. And yeah, she's like, yeah, how did I get here? While everybody else is like, I'm proud to serve my country or represent my country. And yeah, I want to win the gold. And she's like, I just want to go back home or something like that.
Oh, yeah, we all wish you'd go back home. I have to suffer while waiting for my SNL crush, Ashley Padilla, to show up. Have I mentioned how much I love her?
No, that's why I'm sort of like taken aback. Your SNL crush is Ashley Padilla? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I was not expecting that.
Why? Why are you shocked by this revelation, Mike?
I thought there would be other people who might be your SNL crush.
Well, I appreciate Chloe Fineman. I adore Chloe Fineman.
Absolutely, yes.
She's a talented impressionist.
There's other people than her, though.
Yes.
Problem is, none of them except Dane Wickrand are coming to mind.
Whoa, Frank Reynolds, that's the problem.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure there's. Oh, gosh, stop. I'm sure there's others. Let me just take a look really fast.
I didn't know we were going to get into the female cast on SNL. I didn't expect we were going to get to this part.
Okay, yeah, Chloe Feynman, Ashley Padilla. Okay, yeah. If you're kind of weird, Sarah Sherman.
I like Sarah Sherman. I mean, she's off kilter, but I enjoy some of her stuff, especially the way she plays off Colin Jost on Update.
She's off kilter. That's actually, I think, the nicest thing you could say about her. She's off kilter. But she's absolutely hilarious, though.
Oh, yes. Now, hold on. Have I mentioned my favorite SNL sketch this year was in the one with, oh God, I'm trying to remember. It was the AI photos come to life sketch.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
Glenn Powell and his one friend, who's played by Mikey Day, and Mikey Day takes off his pants, and it shows that he has no crotch at all.
Oh my, but no, you're absolutely right. Sarah Sherman, if you're a little, as you said, off kilter, I think is the perfect phrase to use. Yeah, she'd be perfect. But yeah, how she feeds off of Colin Jost in Weekend Update. Absolutely hilarious every time. No, the one I was thinking about, I'm going to get her name wrong. She's one of the featured players, Veronica Slowakowska.
Man, I thought I butchered names terribly.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce. I think I'm just pronouncing how it looks. Slowikowska. Slowakowska. I'm guessing that's Polish, and maybe I need to put some sort of Polish accent on that.
Well, she's no Duke Masekian, I'll tell you that much.
Duke Masekian. Or Deuce Masekian.
Deuce McAllister Masekian.
Oh, my. And then there's always Jane Wickline. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
I think Greg's coughing up a lung after that. No.
I might, Mike.
No, go to hell, Mike.
Now, Mike, I have it on well authority that the next segment of this episode, I'm going to be recording a segment with Dane before we record our episode of Square Circle Time Machine tonight. But I have it on good authority, Mike, that the Hulkster is going to deliver a segment about 8-card stud poker.
He will if his microphone doesn't conk out.
Oh, he will.
I guess I gotta get to work later on. I'm sorry. I didn't break kayfabe there. At least I hope I didn't. But yeah, I guess Hulk will have to record that later on. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, that's going to be something considering he's dead. How's he going to order a microphone?
Sure, they have microphones in wherever he's at.
Wait, you think he's going to call Satan and say, "Hey, brother, I need a microphone"?
I can see him doing that. Just like dialing up Satan and saying, "Give me a microphone." And Satan's like, "Okay, yeah, we've got Amazon down here. Yeah, Amazon Hell version. Sure.
Get me on the phone with Bezos, Jack."
Oh, I'm sure Satan and Bezos, I'm sure there's like a hotline between the two of them.
Well, he had to pay a price to get those Thursday Night Football rights.
Oh, jeez. Fair enough.
All right, so that does it for segment 1, and I'll be back with segment 2 with Dane right after this.
Hey, Ralph, check out this dream I had.
Yeah?
I get up, I wash my face, and I notice I got a lot more face. I'm the guy on the Kellogg's Fruit Loops box. I'm Toucan Sam. Bad news is I'm a bird. The good news is I get all the Fruit Loops I want. Yeah, the faucets even pour oranges, lemons, and cherries. What do you think, Ralph?
Oh, awesome dream, dude, but you forgot to make them part of this complete breakfast.
Wow, what a dream.
Monday, Murphy takes her job and shoves it.
You're not thinking about jumping ship.
Is it really over?
That lady has sung and she's gone out for donuts.
Murphy Brown, Monday.
You do not want plaque in a new mouth, because a plaque mouth is a lonely mouth. Try Close-Up Any Plaque formula. It's the toothpaste and plaque rinse in one. Get any plaque Close-Up.
A new mouth, a Close-Up mouth.
So bogus. This thing looks brand new, and I've been starting halfback all season. But Mom uses
New Fab Ultra.
She says it gets out
Dirt you see and dirt you don't.
Huh?
Well, like perspiration and odors.
Gross.
With my Fab Ultra, the whole wash looks newer longer.
Newer, longer? How lame.
Well, lame is good, right?
Mom, I look like I sit the bench.
Oh, you look so handsome.
I give up.
New Fab Ultra helps clothes look newer longer.
Want to make your opinion known? Unemployment, health costs, taxes. Do these issues make you angry? Call America on the Line Tuesday. You have the power. Use it.
A cult killer makes headline news.
Can we at least, work together?
This is a murder investigation.
Will this reporter destroy Jake? A Jake and the Fat Man movie, Kiss of Death. Then, you want the cops to be tough on crime. But when does being tough become a crime? Cops on trial on 48 Hours after Jake and the Fat Man, Wednesday. She's the budding author.
Yeah, we'd like you to write a biography of Greg Sumner.
But will her words do more harm to her friends
Including you and Mac and me and Meg.
than to the man of the hour?
This could be just terrible for all of us.
An all-new Knots Landing Thursday.
Who knows? Maybe she'll discover a Mother Teresa in disguise.
Sweating Bullets tonight on CBS Late Night. It's too hot to sleep.
Next, a speed skater who really flies.
We respected what Phil was doing, but we weren't going to let him know that. Look, if you want to work out, lift weights. Like a normal person, huh? Ride a bicycle. Or swim. Yeah, go bowling or do something. Something safe. Just be there, all right?
Only one beer has the taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Budweiser.
That was cool. Yeah, that was great. That was crazy.
If the vision in one of his eyes had been slightly better, Dutch speed skater Leo Visser would have been a fighter pilot in the Royal Dutch Air Force. The winner of silver and bronze medals in Calgary, this Dutchman will begin flying commercial jets after the '92 Winter Games.
Budweiser is a sponsor of the Winter Olympics broadcast on CBS.
Now back to Pee-wee's Playhouse.
And we're back with segment 2. And Dane is here. Dane, I had to bring you for this special segment. Because normally we do this on Squared Circle Time Machine. But you know what? Fuck it. I want to talk about it on this episode. Because something came out this week. And oh boy.
Oh, it came out all right.
Oh. It came in more ways than one. Dave released the Wrestling Observer Awards for 2025.
Yes. Well, it continues on the strange love fest that Dave has for AEW and CMLL.
All right, I want to go through all these awards. So let's start with the Wrestler of the Year. Mystico got 3,286 points, more than double the second place person, which was Adam Page, with 1,632 points. Now, I don't mean to be mean or anything. I'm sure Mystico had a great year, but it's like, have any of Dave's viewers actually watched CMLL, or are they just doing it because Dave told them to vote for Mystico?
I would like to know because, of course, this is, as we all know, this is the original Mystico, who was also Sin Cara, a.k.a. Sin Bocce in WWE many years ago. So has he become less botchy in CMLL since then, or what's going on? Like,
fuck if I know, Dane, because freaking I don't know how to get CMLL. How can I watch it?
Apparently, if you subscribe to YouTube's whatever you call it, their thing that you can pay $10 a month to not have ads play on your videos. I think that's apparently how some people are getting CMLL.
I have that, and like I never knew I could get CMLL.
That's apparently what someone said, but hell if I know.
I'm not even gonna get through the most MMA most valuable because, frick, like we know anything about MMA.
Yeah, I haven't followed MMA in a dog's year, so
Keshida won most outstanding wrestler.
fair enough, I guess. I mean, he's definitely the current top ace now that Tanahashi is retired, so good on him, I guess.
All right. Here we go, Dane. You know who won Tag Team of the Year?
I saw it and I was like, really? The Young fucking Bucks.
And I can't believe by 12 points over FTR. And okay, I know FTR is not. I don't want one of those members of FTR getting into a fight with me on social media like they did with Jimmy Corderas.
Just make sure that you don't try to cut one of them off on the road because they'll pull a gun on you yet, too.
Oh, God. Yeah, I better watch out for that.
Yeah.
But if you were going to give it to somebody, I would rather have it to be FTR than the Young Bucks.
And we're pretty much ignoring the Hardys because why?
The Hardys were ranked 10th, Dane.
10th. After pretty much carrying the TNA tag division this whole year and also putting on some other interesting matches as well, and they're 10th, according to Dave's readers.
Well, do you think that Dave's readers actually watch TNA?
Probably not, because, as I will find out later, probably in the non-wrestler who won non-wrestler / manager of the year, I'm going to be pretty cheesed off about that.
Okay, best on interviews, Adam Page.
I mean, has he really done anything extraordinary other than to be worthy of being best promo?
Look at 2 and 3. 2 was John Moxley, and 3 was Tony Storm.
Okay, so we're dealing with Mumbles McGee and Sex Pun to come.
Okay, CM Punk was ranked 4th in this category, Dane.
Considering that's his biggest strong point right now is just promos, and as he's getting older and not quite as crisp in the ring anymore, his promos are still good.
Yeah, and I'm not even the biggest CM Punk fan in the world, but I'm like, you know what? His promos are pretty on point. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, Dane, are you ready for promotion of the year?
Well, it's probably going to be, knowing Dave's latest craze, it's going to be CMLL.
Well, how'd you know, Dane? Because CMLL won promotion of the year.
Yeah, wow. It's like, now he's got to make it up to Tony somehow, because he's shunned the One Glove, because we would have also thought that AEW would be clean sleeping everything here, so...
How is it that AEW, despite having 11 billion viewers on Backstage, how is it they were only ranked 2nd?
And how can they have best weekly TV show for 7 straight years, and yet their bottom average ratings have bottomed out?
Oh, yeah, because let's get to best weekly TV show. Now, Dane, do you want to know the previous winner of this award? You want to know some of the previous winners of this award?
Sure.
Okay, let me just go through it. Let's see. ECW won it 4 years in a row, I think. It was like that stretch between 2005 and 2008 where it went to the Ultimate Fighter. Because, what? Well, the Ultimate Fighter was big at this time, Dane.
Oh, yes, this was beginning Dave's weird obsession now with trying to turn the Wrestling Observer into the Wrestling and MMA Observer.
Yeah, which, funny enough, since AEW doesn't do anymore. I wonder why. It's almost like he's biased.
Yes.
Ugh. It's like Andy with Woody. I don't want to play with you anymore, Dana. Do you know what the 2012 best show of the year was, according to Observer readers?
2012, probably Ring of Honor.
No. All right, sit down, Dane.
I'm sitting down.
TNA Impact.
Oh, wow. In 2012?
Yeah, I'm guessing that Claire Lynch storyline was just stellar.
Claire Lynch, and I think wasn't that peak of Aces and Eights as well, too?
Oh, Aces and Eights. That storyline was gold, brother. Especially the whole wedding angle with Brooke and Bully Ray, where Taz's like, is it getting too hot in here? And it's Aces and Eights Jack, and he's wearing underneath. Oh, if we ever do that friggin' Aces and Eights storyline, oh my, that was fucking great shit. And by great, I mean terrible. But by terrible, I also mean great.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. The pro wrestling match of the year. Do you know what the pro wrestling match of the year was, Dane?
Wasn't anything involving Will Ospreay, but I saw that one too. It was Omega versus
Gabe Kidd at Wrestle Dynasty.
Okay.
Which, okay, it was a great match, but is it really the match of the year?
Complete disrespect to what I thought my personal match of the year would have been Rhea versus Io at Evolution.
Let me just see that. That wasn't even ranked in the top 10.
Well, you guys are just a bunch of fickle phonies. Fickle.
Let me just see. Okay. 2 through 10. I'll go through it. Okay. I'm guessing it Bandito, Takeshita, and I think it was Super Code of Honor as number 2. Page against Moxley at All In at number 3. Mystico against MJF, number 4 from September 19th in Mexico City. Number 5, Page against Ospreay, Double or Nothing. Let's see, number 6 in Yokohama. Saya Kimitani and Tam Nakano. Apologies for butchering that incorrectly. Number 7, Tony and Mariah at Revolution. That match should be top 5.
Yeah, that's definitely a top 5 AEW match for sure.
That was probably the best build they ever had to a match. I thought everything about that was great.
Yep.
Especially the credits at the end. I was freaking dying with the credits at the end. That match should have gone on last. I will go to my grave saying that. They deserve to go on last, that show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Bianca, Rhea, and Io at WrestleMania 8, which, again, should be much higher on this list. Moxley against Fletcher at World's End. And, let's see, 10. Oh, Ospreay Strickland against the Young Bucks at All In. You know, the match that Dave gave 6 stars to.
A 6-star match and only just makes it, not even, just scrapes into the top 10.
Yeah, Dave, it says something about your rating system. The match you think is 6 stars is rated number 10.
And also you figure the best overall wrestler of the year would be at least in the top 3 spots there with Mystical.
Yeah.
I mean, where's all these great Mystical matches in your top 10 there?
U.S. Canada MVP went to John Moxley over John Cena in his retirement year.
U.S. and Canada?
Yes.
So is there like a European MVP and Japanese MVP? And
yeah. Let's see. Japanese MVP, Saya Kimitani was Japanese MVP.
Okay, yeah. But I've heard some good stuff about her. Like, haven't seen anything, but heard that she's like the top Joshi wrestler there in Japan right now. So,
she in Stardom?
I think so.
Okay. Mystico was the Mexico MVP.
False. The MVP for Mexico should be Mr. Iguana.
Oh, definitely. Mr. Iguana's not even ranked in this. There's just Bandito, Dominic, and Mascaria in this. That's it. Michael Oku was the Europe MVP. Let's see. Mystico won the Danny Hodgdon Heavyweight MVP? What the fuck is this?
He's just making up the awards now.
All right, Saya won the women's wrestling MVP. Feud of the year. Adam Page against Jon Moxley.
Oh. The one that got drawn out way too long and should have ended at one point, but still carried on.
And really, it should have been Darby who got that, except Darby decided, you know what, I'm going to climb Mount Everest instead.
Yeah, and Tony Khan probably paid some local Sherpas to just fake it.
And played an AEW flag and be like, look. Okay, best box office draw, John Cena. Yeah, because...
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. If Mystico is the MVP, how is he number 2?
I guess American dollars are more valuable than Mexican dollars.
Okay, I'm not going to disagree with this on Most Improved Harley Cameron.
No, I mean, we've talked about that there too. Like, she's improved, and also that would give honorable mentions to Ren Sinclair in NXT, because she's really stepped up her game in the last bit.
Well, if it's NXT, Dane, you know what? She's not even ranked, so there you go. Most charismatic John Cena. I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to say why.
Okay.
I would agree with this if the heel turn had been successful.
Yes. Had all the ducks been in the row and they didn't get cold feet in the middle of it, and we also maybe got more of a payoff to the whole Rock and Travis Scott bullshit. But no, Travis Scott had to be too rough with Cody, and Dwayne had to go do Dwayne things with Smashing Machine and film a movie with Marty Scorsese now. And
well, Dane, let's be clear. He has to film Jumanji 3. He's too busy with Jumanji 3 right now.
Jumanji 3.
Yes. They got Kevin Hart, they got Karen Gillan, they got Jack Black. They're all back for this next Jumanji. Truth be told, I love all the Jumanji movies, so I'm excited for this one. But yeah, they should have really, the payoff on that angle.
Yeah, that's what, like I said, I think that's probably why a lot of people really soured this year on the WWE, because just how it all just fell apart, it seemed like.
Yeah, freaking Dwayne had to ruin it for everybody, and they haven't recovered since.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. The Best Tactical Wrestler Award went to Zack Sabre Jr. You know what? Fine, but it's like Gunther was ranked 3rd with only 34 points.
Who was number 2 between them?
Oh, God, I'm going to butcher this. Hikaru?
Hikaru. Okay. I think that's someone from CMLL, I think.
All right. All right, Jon Moxley won the Best Brawler Award, which, okay, fine.
Yeah, let him. One of the few things he can do well.
Mascara won Best Flying Wrestler. Okay, fine, I'm not going to bitch about that. All right, now here we go. Most overrated. Jey Uso was most overrated.
Yeet.
The guy who gets over on every fucking show is the most overrated.
Well, he's over, all right. So let's rate him. That's over. This is why I can't take everyone who's complaining, why doesn't LA Knight get a push? Because you guys will be fickle and turn on him yet when he gets a belt, a major belt.
Yeah. CM Punk was rated number 2.
Are people still bitter over the whole brawl out thing?
I'm guessing they probably are, and I'm like, look, I said I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan in the world, but you know what? I will recognize, since he's been back in WWE, he's had some great matches.
He's had some great matches. He's shown at least that his attitude at least has improved a lot, and now also we're going to be having apparently I just saw this today in 2K26. You're going to be able to have his dog Larry as a manager.
Oh, I am so excited about that. Larry being the manager in my faction. You know what? If you turn to Larry for advice, you know what he's going to say? Ruff, ruff. Let's see. Okay, Beast Mortos won most underrated. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Siri Yomoaka won Rookie of the Year. She's in Marigold.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now here we go. Best non-wrestler. Don Callis.
Over Paul Heyman, over... Hell, I would even put the personal concierge in there.
Oh, you know what? If we were doing this vote, we would give the concierge from the Elegance brand the best non-wrestler of the year. Because I'll tell you what, I don't give a fuck. That guy's fucking great. He rules, but I would rather much watch him than Don Callis. Oh.
Plus, he doesn't have all the rumored baggage that Callis has.
Oh, God, no. Okay, here we go. Best television announcer. Bryan Danielson. What?
Didn't he only started only like a few months and then took off time because his neck was starting to bother him.
Yeah, I don't get it. Why would... Okay, Tessitore is rated 9th. Okay. Here's who I would rank over Bryan Danielson, okay? I'd rank Ian Riccaboni higher.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rank Wade Barrett higher. I'd rank Tessitore higher. I'd rank Corey Graves higher. I would rank Walker Stewart from New Japan World higher. And he barely lost to Bryan Danielson. I like listening on whenever I get a chance to listen on New Japan World to Walker Stewart and Chris Charlton. I'm like, how did he not win the award at least?
Or at least Ian Riccaboni. Like, a few times I've heard him, like, he sounds good to me.
Disclaimer here, Ian does post on the OVP forum, and I do encounter him from time to time, and I do follow him on Blue Sky, so I do have a personal bias with Ian, and I do plan, Ian, in case you ever listen to this, I do plan to buy your specialized hat for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pig, so I will eventually get around to that, hopefully. All right, now we get to worst television announcer.
Well, we already kind of talked about this already because Dave and his cadre of fanatics all seem to hate.
Booker T. And even Brian was like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, well, he gave the most weirdest backhanded compliment by saying that Booker's not even the worst announcer on that show. Basically burying poor Vic Joseph. Who I don't find that bad.
Well, it's Brian. He has a bug up his ass whenever he watches NXT. Because probably Ava, scarred him or something.
What did Ava do to you, Brian? How did she hurt you?
Yeah, show me on the doll where Ava touched you, Brian.
Or probably didn't touch you because, as apparently we found out that Ava likes the ladies, so...
Oh, that's true. That's probably why he's so angry, because she doesn't play on the same team as him.
Yeah. I think the top 5 for the worst was, Booker T, and I think then Vic Joseph, and then Tony Schiavone.
Oh, let me go through 1 through 5, okay? Booker was 1, McAfee was 2, Cole was 3, Joseph was 4, and Schiavone was 5. And I'm like, how does McAfee not win this award?
Swap Booker with Schiavone and put McAfee in number 1. That's what I would do. Booker helped get Stephanie Vaquer over with doing his Gooner T act with that, so...
Oh, I mean, come on. The reason Stephanie is over right now is because of Booker T's commentary.
Yeah, and now we're probably going to get, hopefully, the same treatment with some of the other ladies that are left in NXT that they still haven't been plucked onto the main roster, and now he's starting to sing Joe Henry's song.
Oh, good, he's been won over by Joe. I knew he'd eventually come around.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Best major wrestling show, All In. Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Worst wrestling show, WrestlePalooza.
I'm actually surprised they didn't go Night 2 WrestleMania 41.
Oh, that was 3, Dane. Survivor Series was 2.
They ranked Survivor Series as the second worst?
Yes.
But, ugh. Oh yeah, I don't know with these guys.
Most disgusting promotional tactic.
When I saw that, I was like, really? I didn't even think this whole disgusting promotion in a year when Rampage Jackson's kid almost committed an MDK in the ring on a PTSD veteran.
WWE bringing back Brock Lesnar was worse than attempted murder.
So we'll see when it comes around to this year in SummerSlam when Gunther collects another retirement ring around his neck and retires Brock Lesnar in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, then everyone will be fine with it.
Yeah.
Worst wrestling television shows NXT. What?
NXT is worse than NWA Power Hour?
Hey, SmackDown was ranked worse than Billy Corgan's NWA, and TNA was ranked worse than Billy Corgan's NWA. I don't get it.
Why do they have such a hate boner for NXT?
Fuck if I know. It's probably because they're beating Dynamite on a regular basis in the ratings. Oh, worst match of the year. John Cena against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
No, that's understandable because that was, I think, had things worked out the way they probably had it planned out to work out, it wouldn't have been so bad, but I can see that.
You know what's so bullshit? Cena and Cody at freaking SummerSlam wasn't even in the top 10.
Yeah, and that match was, or hell, even or where's Cena versus Styles at Crown Jewel, Australia?
Basement ain't gonna watch that, brother. Oh, apparently, hold on. I need to mention number 2. Butterbean faced Suzuki in a match in Vegas during Mania Week?
What?
Apparently this was ranked.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a CM Punk here and be like, texting my sister, oh my, OMG, Butterbean is still alive? LOL.
Against Minoru Suzuki. I never thought in my life I'd read Minoru Suzuki against Butterbean.
That sounds like it almost should have been put out in international waters with the undercard of Mike Tyson versus Secretariat.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to go with Secretary in that fight. You know why? Because Mike Francesa met Secretariat. Worst feud of the year, Max Caster against Anthony Bowens.
I didn't even pay attention to that feud because...
Oh, yeah, it was such a nothing feud. It's like, I didn't even realize this happened.
Yeah. See, that's where I would have put Death Riders versus Page.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Was that even ranked top? No, it wasn't ranked top 10. Fuck you stupid Observer readers. Oh, and guess what? WWE got worst promotion of the year over Corgan's NWA.
Promotion that lost on a deal with the CW network because they decided to do a skit involving cocaine on one of their pay-per-views is not as worse as WWE.
Oh, and now here we go. Do you want to know who won Best Booker of the Year?
Probably whoever's booking CMLL based on logic.
No, fuck no, Dane. Tony Khan won Best Booker of the Year.
They had to coddle Tony a little bit there because he didn't give him Best Promotion. So here's your little little consolation prize there, Tony.
This doesn't make... I don't get it. How can the Best Booker be the person from who wasn't the best promotion of the... I give up. Okay. Let's see. Best gimmick, Tony Storm. No. Worst gimmick, heel John Cena. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Nowhere in the best gimmick, I'm guessing, is Mr. Iguana.
Let me just see. Let's see, Mr. Iguana. No, not in best gimmick. Bullshit. We still Grande Americano was ranked 3rd. Okay. Best pro wrestling book. I'm not going to disagree with this. Brian Solomon's Grill Monsoon book.
I haven't had a chance to. I think I'm got that on my next to read list, or next to get.
Okay, best pro wrestling documentary: the Daphne episode of Dark Side of the Ring. Probably agree with that. Although I will say that I really liked the Hell in a Cell episode of Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah,
that was really great, especially the reenactments of the Hell in a Cell match. Those were fantastic shit. Okay, so I think that's all the awards. And fuck, it was just something else seeing these awards. And Dave is just, these are just, this is not his finest hour, Dave. Let's just say that.
No, and Dave was always critical of Vince being stuck inside some weird insular bubble.
Look, Dane, we're talking about the same guy that for Bret Hart really bought Mr. Burns' mansion.
And you would have thought at least that Brian would have maybe had at least some semblance to clue him in that, no, this is a Simpsons reference, you dummy.
Do you honestly think Brian Alvarez watches The Simpsons?
No, but I'm assuming they will at least cover the fact that Brett did a guest spot on The Simpsons, and there was some kind of story about him buying a mansion in Springfield.
Yeah, you think Vinny V would have clued them in, for crying out loud.
Drop the ball there, Vinny.
All right, well, tomorrow on the feed, we will cover our next episode, which is TNA Against All Odds 2010, which I'm really excited about. You know, Dade, I'm excited for this 8-card stud tournament.
8 cards, it's all of them studs.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got. We got Hope, we got Desmond Wolf, we got Matt Morgan, we got Hernandez, we got Mr. Anderson and Kurt, and we got Mick and Abyss.
I'm hoping 2010 Mick Foley made me sad.
Oh, yeah. But at least we get the greatness of Mr. Anderson in TNA right now. And it's going to be fun watching it through.
Yep.
Because when I watched all of 2010 TNA, he was probably, in my opinion, the MVP of that year.
Once he gets his footing, because some of the matches in that tournament there, when we discussed the Male era, it kind of dragged down a bit.
But you know what? I'm really excited because apparently JB got his job back. Because remember, Eric was pissed about him?
Good. We got JB, and I'm guessing we still have Christy Hemme, and thankfully no Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh, yeah, because that shit with freaking Awesome Kong and Haiti probably happened at this point, so good. All right, so that'll do it for this episode of It Was a Thing on TV Presents, and we'll have TNA Against All Odds 2010 on the Squared Circle Time Machine coming tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Wow!
Last Sunday, New York got a foot of snow and freezing temperatures have continued all week. Here to comment is our new Weekend Update weather correspondent, Sarah Sherman.
Hi, Colin. I'm here live outside of Rockefeller Center, where conditions are very, very cold. For Weekend Update, I'm Sarah Sherman. Now back to you, Colin.
Wait, that can't be it. You're our brand new weather correspondent. That's all you have to say?
Yep, it's cold, there's snow, and I deeply regret doing this. Look, it's so cold, even the pigeons are frozen. Check it out. And PETA, before y'all blow up my DMs, this pigeon was a racist. Now I'm going to throw it on back to you, Colin. Now back to you, Colin.
Okay. Can you just please do the weather? Just tell us something about the weather. How many degrees is it outside?
Fine. The temperature is how you say you like your women. 20, but it feels like 15.
Good Lord. I told you that in confidence. I did not say that. I did not. Listen, it's not my fault you didn't wear a warmer coat.
It is your fault. You ordered me. Heard not one woo in the audience. Oh, stop. Ordered me to wear something thin in the cold. You said you wanted my nipples to be standing at attention like 2 West Point graduates. You said you wanted to use my nips as pull-up pegs like an American Ninja Warrior. Colin, you said, and I quote, and I'm quoting you on this, you said you wanted my nips harder than I was during Cardi B's first song.
I did not say that.
Oh, shut up. Just let me inside. I'm literally so cold, I had to put hand warmers in my underwear, okay? It's so steamy down there, my crabs are getting cooked into a full-on seafood boil. All you need is some garlic butter.
And maybe you could include some Old Bay and a couple boiled eggs.
Ew! Hey, sir! Sir, will you let me in? I'm locked out. Colin locked me out.
Oh, sorry. I'm off duty tonight.
Rude. Now back to you, Colin.
Sarah Sherman, everyone.